Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Give us a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Dawn, where's the snooze button?
Freddie, it's time to get up. We got a show to do. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hang tight, guys. Pressing the snooze one more time.
And it's time to do a show.
Morning time, snooze button.
Welcome to the morning show.
Morning to you. And we're almost on time.
And
a little bit of snooze. Woo woo! Katie's in the house. We're good to go.
I gotta tell you something. This part of the show is brought to you by.
I don't know.
No. What's the name of your show?
Stress Less and Decompress.
There you have it. Stress Less and Decompress. We actually did a show on that yesterday.
I heard it was a great show.
It was. 6.5 is in the house.
What'd you learn?
I learned that 6.5 can mean 60.5. It means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Now, if you call in, we'll give you one of these little things that you put on your rearview mirror. That's
got your bell and my wand. Your bell. I sound like our intro. Your bell and my wand, and off we go.
Do you have one of these in your car?
No.
I gave you one.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No.
I'm going to give you one today. I think that what we'll do is we're going to highlight the person in studio that gets it, pictures and everything else, because it's got to mean something to them. Otherwise, they don't get it.
You look very tan. Have you been at the beach?
I have.
I think so. You must have been playing hooky yesterday.
I went to the beach this morning, and I was contemplating.
I was going to say that yesterday. You're looking very tan. Have you been hanging? And I know we're here until you were here till 9:30 last night and the night before.
I'm not looking tan. How am I looking tan?
I don't know. You're just looking kind of tan. You're looking pale, and Freddie's looking tan. And
put up your camera shot so we can see you.
Well, it's a 4-shot.
That's okay. Put it out. Don't worry about it.
You can see it's a Thursday kind of.
Let me see you. Oh my God, you are so pale.
I'm so pale.
You gotta get some sun.
When we took headshots last Friday for iPulse at Lynn, and literally the first few pictures, I was blending in with the light, and I was like, I am so pale. I didn't realize how pale I was. This always happens. Like always.
My sister is as pale as you are.
Fair skin.
Hashtag pale club.
Hashtag
you saw my
fair
sister.
skin.
You see
not
how
pale.
Bam.
No.
We used to call her milk.
She's fairly complex. The funny thing is, like, you guys are Italian and Hispanic, but yet you've got very light skin. But Freddie does not. Your son, Freddie.
My brother and Freddie are the same color skin.
Your mom had
Gio, Mimi, this complexion.
Your mom had a darker complexion.
No, she didn't.
She was fair like you?
Was in the middle.
In the middle. How about your dad?
Yeah, he was as white as can be. It was like
Katie. All I can tell you, it's a good thing Gio looks like your dad, or I would swear he was the milkman's kid.
Milkman kid.
He looks nothing like you.
Kid
nothing.
Was a friend of mine.
Did you ever have a real milkman at your house?
Yes.
Where they actually delivered the milk?
Remember the container?
Yeah, you had one too?
We had one, and he was very suspicious.
You had a milkman?
For some reason, like a long time ago.
Did he wear the white outfit?
I think so.
I didn't have a white outfit.
It was so weird. I don't know what happened to that dude. His name was Skip.
She knows the name of the milkman.
They used to bring the milk in the water containers we got.
But that was like such a long time ago.
Put it in a metal box with a lock on it so you wouldn't steal it. Then they stole the box.
They should probably go back to that. It might be cheaper and cuts out the middleman of the grocery store. You could have milk delivered, eggs delivered, all of that. Oh, look at that. He's making a breakfast.
Wow.
So you had a real milkman too?
Yeah.
Deliver eggs and cheese and everything?
I don't even remember my mother having milk. I don't know
Didn't you
about
do
it.
that? Didn't you deliver eggs and cheese to people's houses or to businesses?
No, I had a business. I had a truck.
Yeah.
I used to go to businesses, and it was a freezer truck, a fridge, and I used to make deals with people in different supermarkets.
Why do I feel
and
like
stuff.
this was a white elephant truck? You go to Josh's business and he gives you 10 dozen eggs. And then you go to Katie's business, but Katie needs the eggs and she gives you the milk. So
It
you
was a
swap the
pen-
eggs for the milk and then you
It
go
was
to...
a Penske truck.
Speaking of eggs, where are the eggs
What eggs?
that you brought in yesterday? and
No,
the day
I'm
before?
not. I'm gonna stop that. I'm eating oatmeal now.
Oh.
Apparently, oatmeal is good for cholesterol.
Yes,
So
it
is
is.
Teddy gonna make oatmeal for you every morning?
Well, they did this morning. I can't say every morning, but I take what I can get.
Every
Yeah,
other
boss.
morning?
Take what I can get.
You know, the guy that was here singing the other day asked for breakfast, and I was kidding when I said you would bring breakfast back on Monday, and he says, really, you're going to make eggs? I go, no, Freddie's going to make eggs. He said, I was just kidding. He may expect breakfast Monday morning.
I don't care what he expects. He didn't want me making his eggs. He wanted you making his eggs.
That's a whole nother
That's
story.
a
He
different
says, then he
story.
says, you do.
So she didn't-
I said, I gave up cooking when my kids grew up. He says, really, why would you do that? I said, who am I cooking for?
I said to him, if she don't make me eggs, she ain't making you eggs. I'll tell you right now, cowboy. What the hell? My God, you're wearing your sandwich all over your face.
I told
But look how professional he looks.
Wow, you looking.
Cece says,
Except for the
good morning.
shoes,
Here's
you're
from
pretty
Cece.
spiffy.
Good morning, my friends. Katie's a star. I miss his dancing friend. He misses you, Katie. He misses
I
the,
miss
the
you
this, your
more.
light. Thursday night with your light.
I miss you more.
But that video looks amazing.
Cece,
It's done?
it's finished?
Cece, it's finished. Woohoo!
Yay,
Cece, don't sit on your heels because we're putting something together, and I'm probably going to ask you to come back to do a gig,
Yeah, you're
depending
gonna have to
on
come back.
what we're going to be doing. So get ready because you can still come and do a gig here and then go back home.
Absolutely. We had the guy that was in from Nashville, so we'll go back and forth.
He's doing it.
So you finished it? Did you send it out? Oh.
Do you like it?
Wow, Cece.
Are you saying yes? You like it?
Yeah.
Wow. He's like.
It's
like
a
the
7.
Three Stooges.
And that's probably like
It's
a
a
10.
7.
Katie comes
It's a
out
10.
yesterday when you're hanging and you're banging. She yells at Josh. She's like such the work wife. Will you stop knocking on the wall? And he and Daniel are sitting there eating a smorgasbord the size of this table. And he looks at her. He says, I'm not knocking. And you go bang, bang.
with the hammer?
And she looks at Josh again and she says to him, stop knocking. And he's like, not me.
Wasn't me.
He's like, not me. And we're pointing to you over at the hammer. There you go.
We got a lot of things to talk about. We got a lot of things to do. We got new shows signed up, ready to rock and roll.
Next week's a big week.
It is. We got the intros to new shows. We got proposals going out for different venues. The network television program is off and running, and the new social media program that AMP is putting out is off and running. So get involved.
What are some of the new shows? We've got The Reinvented Life. We've got Metal Lifestyle Magazine Show.
Lights in the night.
Lights in the Night, and Meet the Experts.
We have
So
4.
far, 4 new shows
Woo!
starting. One started this week. The rest of them start in
Oh,
February.
and you haven't heard. Someone has The Hideaway. Not The Hideaway. That was the commercial we did.
You can go to the beach
What's
at
the
night.
name of your new show?
The Hangout?
The Hangout.
Oh, nice. Is it the same type of show?
No, it's going to be random topics every single week.
Sports or anything?
Anything. Yeah, because I'm going to sit down, I'm going to talk about music one week, I'm going to talk about animation one week, talk
Cool.
about movies one week. It's just going to be like a little chill hangout session.
Nice.
You know, we have that thing, let's go to the movies, right? And you go see a movie and you play the little cartoon the Bailey did. You should do it for the movie you went to see.
Okay. That was an interesting movie.
It was. But I think I'm going to go to the movies this week and see The Whale.
I want to talk about your Hideaway. Is it going to be the same time in the mornings, or are you going to move it to the afternoons?
No, I can do it at the same time. Yeah.
He's going to change it up a little bit.
Okay, nice.
Now, I also want him and Braxton to work on the kids' show. So I wanted him to film Braxton singing a piece and him playing the drums so they can add those two
I think
elements.
you guys did, didn't you?
Yeah, we did that for,
Oh, you have
for
the elements
cooking
done?
up chaos.
Yep.
You have it? The singing
there's
and the
no
drums?
Elements, but we did with the recording.
Yeah, because I want him to say, boys and girls, this is what a drummer does, a guitar, things like that.
Add some music to it. So the Hideaway will be good. I like that part of the Cooking Up Chaos. A lot of new things happening and rolling and doing. I heard Katie's show. Katie, why was your show so successful yesterday? What was the difference? I know you went 40 minutes because I looked and I thought, wow.
So Freddie actually showed up for a show.
Oh, nice.
So woohoo! Because he was invited all these times, he never showed up. But he showed up this time, and he gave us little lessons, and gave some
Ah.
speeches.
Did you? On air?
Very motivational.
I just told them that I can feel their pain. I've walked that walk.
We
I
can
know what
see
they
your
feel.
pain, guys, every day. I know.
I've been there. Trust me, been there. Cost me a lot.
That back office sees a lot.
Yeah, we had a few sessions yesterday, but it's nice because you know you
The
come.
therapy room.
I think I was telling her that she should have all of the producers come in here and sit on that show, because everybody, if you can get people to start talking about how they really feel, you're gonna get way ahead of the game. Zorro, I'm gonna tell you something. That chick, she's in depth. She has some depth to her. She speaks well. She thinks fast. She's clear. And for her, it's been hard. It's been a struggle. A lot of things that she goes through. So
I was watching
Yeah.
a show last night, the season end of New Amsterdam. I had recorded it, and it was the season finale. Yeah, I guess that batter didn't work. And they were showing why some of the doctors from when they were children became doctors. And one of them, you could see this, and he's a psychiatrist in the show. And his mother telling him everything, and his father complaining, and his brother complaining, and he's doing his chores, and he's doing everything. And he finally looks at them and says, "You're not even talking to me, you're talking at me." And then you see years later, and he's trying to help a child in the hospital, and he says, "Listen, by talking and asking for what you want, only you can make that difference by clearing your head. Because if you don't verbalize it and tell us what you want, even what candy bar you want, we can't help, and you can't get out of that mindset."
True
So
that.
you have to talk through it.
True that. Sometimes you get involved in thinking you're figuring it out, and you're not. You're sort of disguising the truth, and that's a problem. But that you learn with time. You learn that with a little bit of time and a little bit of seasoning, and you're gonna take your bumps and your lumps and everything else. And what you thought appear real isn't real. I tell you, Pastor Bill said it better than any type of person I've ever heard it in my life.
What do you say?
We create
Or false
own
reality?
False reality.
Or our own reality. Our minds create it. Ever think something and you've totally had the conversation, answered it, re-answered it, look at every angle of how it could go a situation, and then when it actually happens, none of that happens. It's so much smoother than you thought.
Yeah, I do it all the time.
Right, but think of the buildup we all do in our minds before we get to that. If we actually didn't do that and just did the task at hand and moved through it, we wouldn't have as much anxiety, I think, as we all walk around with. Kay, do you ever do that?
What?
There you have it. You know what it is? Sometimes people think that A plus B equals C, but they forget that there's a D, E, F, and G, and that A and G can give you B. A and
Yes.
C can give you E.
All different angles.
Because people change. Nobody's the same. And don't think that something worked. It's not like football where a play worked on one team is not going to work on another team because they're different people. But it was a good show. I enjoyed it. I think we touched on a lot of subject matter yesterday in house because the push is on. We're about ready to go
You ready to go? Do more things?
to that next level. We got a phone call from the radio station this morning. We're gonna hopefully be doing video at the radio station as well. Josh does Jeff Santos' show in Boston, and that's a whole different program. And that program is going to be enhanced at the radio station because they deal with timing. And
So-
nobody knows that program better than him.
People look at that setup and I say, that's a show we do every day at 3 o'clock from Boston. And they look at your setup and they say, what? You do it from there? Absolutely.
I talked to Gio about that. Maybe we make it a little bit more grand. Maybe I just hang a couple of screens so it looks more importante. Again, illusion, making it look like real. It's not.
So I went to this movie. I had to pull up the cast Saturday night. I never go to the movies. Called Maybe I Do. Richard Gere, Diane Keaton, Luke Bracey, Susan Sarandon, William Macy, and Emma Roberts, right? Star-studded cast. So we went with some friends of ours because his friend, his golf buddy, is the executive producer, writer, director of this film. He actually lives down here in Florida. Not knowing the premise of the movie, but yes, you had me at Richard Gere. So I'm like, I'm all in, let's go. So you go, and what it is you see these two couples having issues with their marriage. And then you see another younger couple. She goes to catch the bouquet and he messes it all up, but clearly they're in love and they're supposed to be going on their path towards marriage. And you see Richard Gere and a woman in a beautiful hotel room, and then you see William Macy and someone else in a motel room. All of these things.
So the two couples,
Two separate couples.
they switch partners.
But they
were
don't know.
cheating.
They don't know that.
But they don't know that they were married.
They don't
To
know
other
that
people.
anyone's partner is doing anything until
they're
they're
involved
until their
in the
kids
family.
meet, and those are the kids that are getting married. Are these two families?
So you're having an affair, and then your kid's getting married, and you go to the wedding, you find out that your affair
Is with
is
your
with the
your
other
in-laws.
In-laws, yeah.
So they, yeah. So we're watching this
interesting.
movie. It's interesting. It talks about how life changes and how marriages and relationships change after 30 years when your kids are grown. And you say you don't know your kids, you don't know your partner that you've been living with for all these years, and things change. It was like that song, wasn't it? That Margaritaville, not Margaritaville. Where he goes into a bar and she's like, "Oh, I didn't know you like pina coladas." Rupert Holmes or something.
Everybody just say, okay.
You know the song? He puts an ad in the paper looking for someone who likes pina coladas and walking on the beach. Meet me at the bar, and in walks this woman, and it's his wife. It's just, I never knew you liked pina
and
coladas.
walking on the beach.
Exactly. That was kind of it
In
with
my
this
case, I
movie.
couldn't remember her name, so it's the same difference.
Well, I'm pulling up their names on here. So it was an interesting premise, and then as people walk out to see everybody's reactions, it was at Shadowwoods. We were the youngest ones at Shadowwoods, so people who were there together have been together for many, many, many years, and see their
Why didn't
reactions
you
were
go
quite
out
different
to
than
the
mine.
movies of Bill Ray?
It wasn't playing there, I don't think.
It's playing there.
Is it? So you should go see it there.
I want to see The Whale. I heard The Whale
I
was
heard
a
The Whale was
fantastic
good.
movie.
A little artistic.
You don't go to
Yeah.
the movies?
It's with
I-
Brandon Fraser, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm not excited by any of the movies that come out now. I do want to go see Puss in Boots.
That's a cartoon.
Animation.
It's animation. What's my degree?
It's a cartoon.
It's an animation.
Oh my god.
It's a cartoon.
It's not like
Animation.
little kids made that movie.
It's a cartoon.
How many years did it take to make that movie?
Probably three or
Three or
four.
four.
Had to have.
And that's just the process of making it. They still got
I
to
heard
come up
it's
with the story
amazing.
and everything before
It's
that. Yeah.
still a cartoon.
It's more work than a regular action movie.
Yes.
Think about it. Every line has to be drawn. You
I told you.
you walk into a film set and you do. An animation, every movement of you, every eyelash has to be created on every screen.
There was a video I told you guys about. I recorded it. TikTok or not TikTok, something Tintin.
Tintin.
That one. I watched that. You ever see Tintin?
Rin Tin.
I don't like it.
The cartoon?
It's too realistic.
It looks like
looking.
real people.
Yeah, I don't like how it
Oh my
looks.
God, it's amazing.
You sent that over.
It's like I Take Me. They have that app now. You turn yourself into a cartoon. You ever seen that?
Has that changed the industry, do you think, since you brought that up?
Yeah.
These
I heard-
Bitmojis and things?
I was watching one thing talking about AI art, and it takes away the value of human creation. Yes.
Yeah.
But I was watching a video of graphic design and what things are going to change in 2023, new styles and all that. And he was saying that AI may help us out a little bit. Like if we have a thought or anything and we want to sketch it out just to see what it looks like, we can just type in the computer minimalist elephant head, and it will show us logos of different styles like that, for we can visualize it and see what it would look like.
So you can actually see your thoughts.
Yeah.
I like that.
On that side, it's interesting. Then on the other side, they say it's definitely taking away. For us on the production side, it makes it easier, right? Because we can pull images and they're open venue
And anyone
images.
can type in anything and it can create anything you want. And you can say, "Oh, I created that,"
But as an artist, and someone says, "Josh, I want you to create, or Bailey, an image of me," for that individualized versus going to AI or Bitmoji and typing it, does it lose the feel and the touch and the credibility of the artist?
I think it
it
adds.
does. You do?
I think it adds to it. It's not easy to do. Now I remember when 4K came out, and I went to see Looking for Private Ryan, and they had the blood splatter on the camera. You ever notice they do that now all the time? So you get shot, and the thing splatters, and then it has droplets on the lens. You ever seen that? So when I went to see Private Ryan, it's the first time I've ever seen that before. I mean, these guys are being blown up right on the set. It looked like real. I was amazed. People were like, wow, look at this movie. I was looking at how they put it together.
It's pretty amazing, right?
It's freaking amazing.
So there's 4K now. What else is there? 8K?
It was 8K.
AK.
My phone shoots 8K.
Does it really?
Yeah.
You see a difference? No.
Not really.
You gotta
What's
have
your
the
phone shoot? You got a new phone.
I have no idea. I don't care.
Katie, what do you think about AI? In the journalistic world, also, you can. It's the article that here schools are banning it.
AIs are starting to
Yeah.
create books. They can create music.
Yep, they
in the
can create
future today,
anything.
too.
And then what's keeping?
It's a shortcut to learning.
Well, they're saying what you're not. You're supposed to cite pulled this journal source pulled from AI, but you could say write an article on how fairies got their wings, and you turn it into school, and you haven't had to do anything because it generates poems, limericks. You say I want a limerick of this, I want a cadence of that, and it totally puts it out for you.
There's going to be a song on the radio that's the #1 hit, and it's going to be created by a robot.
So who gets paid on that? The
I'm
robot?
gonna tell you.
The company.
Do you?
Whoever owns the rights to that song.
But do you reward the person who is smart enough to put it together? Like
no
let's-
one's going to know that person.
But they don't know anything about the business. But
It's
you
like
know
the
how to find
Bitcoin person.
You know how to find the product, and you put it together and you publish it. They can't stop you from publishing it.
No, but then you also lose the human integrity of what it is. You lose the human touch. It makes people less valued and valuable if you can create it on a computer.
You got to think about it this way. You have to teach people how to use the skill.
But look at all of these amazing artists we have here, right? Every single person, their thought, their skill, their talent from God. If you put in AI a picture of an old woman and you got something not exactly like this, but close, what's that do to every creative mind, every artist, every musician, every painter, every chef?
How do you use it?
You just go, whatever you want. You can print it out, you can make a picture, you can stretch it on canvas.
Can I put it on video?
Yeah.
Sure.
That's how you use
You
it.
don't have to write, but I mean, the credibility of the creator, it makes, to my opinion, it's going to make them
It
feel
doesn't
less
matter if you
than.
recreate this. There's only one Mona Lisa. You can recreate it 1,000,000 times. There's only one. That's the one that's worth billions. Everything else is worth $1. It's not, that's the original. How we use it, that we could put it right in the set between us, that we could put it on a commercial. How you use it is
I just
the
think
secret.
you lose the human touch. I think it's great that technology is technology and it allows us to
works.
do what we do, but I think
It's
we're
advancement.
losing the human touch, the human connection. You
I
agree?
want to be a cartoon.
Okay.
I've been asking this for almost how long I know you? 2 years?
Almost a year.
A year? I've been asking for this about 3 years.
He started with us in
And
June.
Bailey screams at me because she says, "You don't understand the complexities." Oh, really? Well, now I can go to
AI.
AI and get it done.
Mm.
It turns me into a commercial character.
I don't know what the fee. Actually, I think a lot of the AI stuff is free. So I'm wondering how are they making money? The advertisers on these sites?
Probably.
Most applications, if it's like heavy duty AI stuff, you do have to pay for it. But yeah, I think it's just depends on what the prints they get and how many they purchase. So if they want like just one
Interesting.
image, they can probably get it for free. If they want 3, they got to purchase the other 2.
An article for school. Imagine going through college. Now, do you remember when you and I actually had encyclopedias?
I
Or you had
remember.
to go to the library and open up the drawer and pull out a card and actually walk through the library to get the book. And if it was there, great. If it wasn't, then you had to go on a wait list. Not now. I think
John-
libraries are going to
So-
become obsolete and people aren't going to be getting books. And by the next generations, they're going to look at us
But
and
let me
you guys
tell you
are
what's
fossils.
going on with the libraries. The libraries know they're becoming obsolete, so the libraries now are turning into podcast studios.
Yeah, to digital
To do
design.
digital design, to go in there, you can rent out the space and everything else because they know that their days are numbered. You don't need a library anymore.
I know.
You can do it on your phone.
It's totally changed everything.
Now, just remembered another piece. We had Eric in here yesterday. So we're going to be offering our producers an opportunity to work on movies. Work on his movie. We got another guy, I don't know about him, but we got another guy. I want to introduce the movie section to
And we
what
got to put the
teach as
promo
well.
for that for February 17th. A lot of things happening.
So what do we do on February 17th?
February 17th, we have a special screening of When All That's Left Is Love. It's a beautiful documentary about Alzheimer's and what it was like for his family's journey to go through this. It's been award-winning in many, many countries. He's got 2 awards on this. He's going to be giving us a free link to share with all of our viewers for a week. So to understand it, you can show it in your place of business. He wanted to do a screening here. And it's actually in honor of Family Caregivers Day, which is February 17th. So we're going to put that out because the more I work with you and the amount of shows we do on caregiving, you don't realize how many people are affected. Because just when you think it's you and your parent or you and your grandparents, it's so much bigger than that. Everyone is walking. It's like we talked at the beginning with Josh and Katie. We all walk around with this exterior. No one knows what's going on inside of anybody, what their lives are, what their family situations are, where they're coming, their stressors. If you don't talk about it, you feel you're walking this walk alone, which is why I'm so, the movie's painful. You haven't seen it yet.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen the one he got the 2 awards
Yeah,
for.
it's a
He wants to
painful
bring it
movie, and he's going to give the link out so everyone will be able to watch this movie from the comfort of their own home.
You know, it's funny because I had a conversation with Gio this morning. His son needs a dentist. So he says to me, there's only one way of doing it, and you got to wait till March. I said, that kid ain't going to wait till March to have the pain. So he says, what, are you going to find another dentist? I said, Gio, you know, before there was you, there was me. And I was your parent. I took care of you. I don't understand this millennial thinking. Like all of a sudden, it's their way or
when
no
you
way.
had kids, did you think your parents knew anything?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
My God, I used to go to my mother and father all the time and say, Dad, how do you think of this and that? And he used to show me. He explained to me how to do wiring and plumbing and everything else. Now, he was a little bit crazy the way he explained it. It was a lot of guesswork. Well, if you touch this wire, you get an electrocution. That means don't touch that wire.
You okay? Yes.
Yeah. No, I want you guys to give me a prompt.
Okay.
A prompt.
A prompt. Just give me a prompt. A day, place, setting, location, whatever.
A famous date?
Anything.
Anything.
What's an anything?
How did fairies get their wings?
That's not a date.
I can do fairies and wings.
Okay.
Fairies with wings.
Fairies with wings.
That's not a date. You know, you mess up.
He's going through AI and he's going to give you a whole report on what you just gave him.
How fairies get wings?
You think of anything better?
How fairies get wings.
Yes. How fairies get wings.
You got a problem with fairies?
We had an opportunity to break the Rosetta Stone, and now we get fairies with wings. Why didn't you ask for something like the first camera?
Right, it didn't come out the greatest, but
Let's see what we got.
I mean, it was quick though. I mean, it just created
Wow.
that.
Yep.
So you tell it what to create?
Yep.
Yeah,
All right, put it.
it's a bird.
That's a bird. Put in the very first camera made. I want to see what that looks like. Fairy gets wings.
Fairy gets her wings. You never know.
That's more like a movie. That's.
I don't know if he was doing art, if he was doing
The first camera, and then you can choose a style: night cafe, artistic portrait, bon voyage, photo, epic, dark fantasy, anime, modern comic. Get so much to choose from.
Pick one.
We're
The
gonna-
oldest one. Wasn't it the one with the wheel?
First camera, and it's gonna be a photo of it. I mean, all AIs are different, but it created that right away.
That's the first camera?
No.
do you remember the pinhole
It's this
camera?
big. It's this big.
There's like 8 fingers.
Yeah. Well, that's called AI. So it's the computer trying to generate what it believes to be.
We're going to go to commercial break. Did you ever do the pinhole camera in science class at school?
Do you know?
They told me that was the first camera.
Do you know? I went to the eye doctor, and they sit you down and they do pinholes, different pinholes, and he says 1 or 2, 1 or 2. My goodness gracious! I could see 20/20 on this eye.
When was the
With the
last time you
pinholes.
had
About
eye doctor?
about that long.
It's been a long time.
It's been a while.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
18
1 or
years,
2.
maybe?
1 or 2.
19 years.
And they didn't even change your glasses.
No, he says you are fine. Don't do nothing.
It's amazing.
Amazing. I said, you're not going to give. He says, well, I could give you a prescription if you want good glasses, but these work.
Let's take a commercial
2025.
break. Frugal Friday. It's a new segment. Me, I spent $300 on a pair of glasses. You are going to get 6
Dollar-
pairs for
$1.25.
$6. I know.
Frugal Freddy, isn't that like insulting? Isn't that like a
No, I
backhand
think
slap?
I think we need a Frugal Friday segment. People are really suffering with the
No,
economy.
no.
$9 a dozen eggs, $15 butternut squash.
My solution to that is don't buy them.
We're going to take a commercial break. Stay tuned. Let us know some of your money-saving tips, and we'll be right back.
Oh, okay. That I can
You
do.
like that? That you can do.
I can do.
Love the
Frugal
Brooklyn
Friday.
Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last.
Welcome to AMP2 TV, the first and only internet production company that's truly plugged in. When you're looking for a full-service internet radio, TV production company, discover AMP2 TV. AMP2 TV is a full-service media company that can provide all streaming videos, video studios, radio studios, and television studios. Call us today at 866-224-5422, for no business is too small to grow to be accounted. It's time for your message to be seen. Let AMP2 TV help get you there.
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
We're back.
Are we disturbing you?
It's the clinic letting me know I have an appointment Monday.
All right, so
They never call me for anything, but now they do.
let me ask you, money saving tip number 1. I like Frugal Friday. Katie didn't know what frugal meant. You guys know what frugal means? No.
It means smart with money, right?
Or like a spendthrift who doesn't like to spend money.
Like money conscious.
Like Freddie is frugal, but we gotta make sure he gets the right food for his $1.25 eggs.
I'm not frugal.
I think it's a good segment. It's money saving tips because right now the economy, you know what I heard? They say the price of food is not going to go down. It may just not go up. I can't tell you that's a good thing because I don't know how people really, I guess they're doing more of the SNAP, the foods, I hate to call it food stamps, but food assistance programs because the price of food is so high. Food banks, imagine trying to feed a family of what it costs. I know my grocery bills just for 2 of us are ridiculous.
Well, how much is your grocery bill?
Over $200 a week,
You see,
$250 a week.
the problem is, it isn't that
And
Freddie,
you know what I eat.
it isn't that Freddie's frugal. It's that you have
Frugal's not a bad thing.
you have a very difficult time shopping in
Being around
places
people,
where
yeah.
things are cheap. When I was in the Bronx, if I wanted to buy a pair of sneakers, people around me in the upper Bronx were paying $200 for cats and whatever. I went down to the South Bronx, I paid $20, $25. And if I saw them on a truck, I looked at them, made sure they were real, spent $30.
See, I'm good with that. It's these big box stores that are cheaper. The amount of people and germs and touching and all of that other stuff just gives me
germs
like
need germs.
anxiety.
What are you
And you know
talking
what?
about?
I can't walk in and go, okay, I'm going to get milk and this because they have it set up. They're smart. Milk's over here, but the garbage bags or whatever you need, the makeup wipes are all the way 15,000 square feet away.
That they set this thing up for this kind of mind.
Yes.
You think I care where the milk is? You think I care what the eggs are?
They do that, and they do whatever is eye level with you
It's more expensive.
is more expensive, and everything else is at the bottom. So when you walk past it, just so you can see what you want to see.
The bottom's okay. It's when they put them at the top and I got to climb up the thing to get what I want.
First of all, you don't take a cart in. You carry everything. That's your first mistake. She does not take a cart. She doesn't take a cart. She figures that if she can carry it, she doesn't buy as much. And that's,
See,
again,
Target keeps their store nicey nice. It's clean.
I hate Target.
Yeah.
But that's why their prices are higher.
I don't like Target either.
They don't even have light bulbs anymore. I think their prices have gone way up.
Joey took me to Target, and his toy was $60. So I said, come here. Let's go to another store. Why? Why, Papa? Let me show you why. I take him to another store. Same toys, $6, $8. Now you can buy 10 for the money you were going to buy for one at Target. That's just
That's
intelligence.
the frugal economy side of you.
And if you want eggs, get the one that are juiced up. What is that? Egg in a carton thing.
Ugh. It's like wine in a box.
I used to go to the Dollar General and get toys there. That was the most fun I ever had, getting those little cat guns that work for...
CVS
They
is
got-
Dollar
they got-
General now.
CVS
They
got
have
good
the
toys.
cheapest toy, and they got tons, and they're like $6. I'm gonna go to, I'm not gonna go to where she
Target?
goes.
Target?
It's
I know.
crazy.
It's not like I go there every day. It's been a
Target.
long time.
They have
But when
they
you
have
go there-
Starbucks and Target.
You know,
Wonder why?
I will say what's good in Target is their popcorn. Target popcorn is
They
good.
used to have it.
you should do 2 dudes in
Oh,
a car
what?
to go get popcorn today.
They don't have popcorn anymore, supposedly.
Really?
That was like back in the day.
Oh.
Okay, now let me ask you a question. She's a germaphobe, right? You buy eggs?
Yes.
How many people open the carton to see if they're all broken? This, you, me.
Yeah, but you don't
her-
eat the shell. You got to cook them.
But this
Eat
germaphobe,
the
you're touching
shell.
somebody else's germs. It's like licking a cart. You know those carts?
That's why I don't go grocery shopping. I do Instacart and they bring it
Wear
to the
gloves,
door.
wear a mask, and then touch whatever you want. And then you get rid of it on the way out. Everything.
But egg, you don't have to peel eggs today because he ate
Oh,
breakfast
yeah.
at home.
I got Teddy. Teddy peels it. It was tough, those eggs yesterday.
You know,
Yep.
being your assistant is like tough.
voiceover?
What?
Am I gonna get my voiceover?
Am I gonna get mine?
Am I gonna get? You're gonna fucking know about that.
2 for 2.
We have to do the voiceovers. I got to change some of the art. We got to go get the art from
They need it for
Carlos.
tomorrow.
For what?
Art walk.
And what about Jay's and Carlos? Or did Jay pick his up?
No, I guess we got to get that too. But they're using it for art walk. I
I
think
got to
tomorrow.
move things around because I may have a visitor next week. We have to
Is it Joey?
spiffy it up. No, if you get me a dentist that will operate.
Teddy might know
his
one. You
route-
know, a pediatric dentist on the west side of Florida.
For Joey, I got to take out his teeth.
She's like, yeah, I know.
So cute.
Oh no, she's getting the door.
Where's she going?
I don't know. I guess somebody's here, so we'll see who's here.
And how you doing?
I thought you were coming back over the summer.
No, he's coming early, but we'll talk in a second.
Okay.
We got 5 minutes though. So there's that. There's the movie making deal. Oh, I spoke to you about the radio station. Remember that we talked about that? 7:30 this morning call. So we have to put that together. You're probably gonna go up there with me, and we're gonna take a look around and decide what we're gonna do, and let's see how many clients you got.
Very
I love
nice.
it. I love it. Here we go.
It's nice to see things going and going and grooving.
Well, sometimes you say you want to do something, and it depends on somebody else pulling the trigger, and Jeff Santos and everything else. At least those programs helped us get to that next level that we can offer this stuff. You know? So let's see.
And that show keeps going also. New things, new ideas.
It needs to expand. I don't know what to tell you. We have to put more people on it.
I know. You got to train more people. That's all a good thing, though.
It is, but I gotta move him. I gotta move him somewhere. Then I gotta move him somewhere. So we're gonna have to get somebody else to do that piece.
Well, last night I was scrolling through social media and I saw Sarah's show. She had 25 people watching
Oh,
just
that's
on one
nothing.
Facebook page.
That's
Nothing, right?
She has sometimes 100, 200. Sarah's show is solid. Sarah is a pain in the patuna. Oh, you got a screen there. Yeah, that screen has been there for 3 years. Well, you got to move. I ain't moving nothing.
See, you get away with things and you just say it and people go, okay, Freddie says it. Me say it. Dawn's there, she's a nuss, she's cranky, she's irritable. You can use that.
That's the way you say it.
Well, you can throw an F-bomb and it's okay. But
F-bombs
imagine
are
if I
so
actually use those
so
F-words that he does
Didn't
so
you see
eloquently.
West Side Story?
It's like
Remember
eloquent
that
for
song
you.
that he sang? Officer Krumke.
Yes, that's
It's-
me.
It's acceptable.
It is acceptable. I think that's why there's like this dual gender bias still exists.
No. If I go to your house, right? Or I go to your house.
They're two
and
guys.
I start moving the furniture. You're going to say to me, what are you doing? Well, I don't like the chair over there. I like it over here. It's my house. The furniture is my way. You don't like it, then I guess there's a reason why it's not in that way. Come on now. It creates a havoc when you move things around. Case in point, I had to put batteries in because for some reason, I don't know what's going on. I step on and I turn off the camera lights by the production. Are you going to blame me? Or you should have just left that light go and it wasn't bothering anything anyway. It was a backdrop light. All I'm saying is that more moving parts creates more of an opportunity for failure.
That's why you sit still.
I do. You know, people want to do things on the set, on the stage. If I wanted 3 on the stage, I would have done it a long time ago. The camera angles don't work. The angle don't. You're gonna have to sit like this. You want to sit like this for 2 hours? Okay, we'll see. And when you tell me no, I don't want to do it no more, I'm telling you, too bad. So you're gonna be like this. This is the shot. That shot. This is what it's gonna look like. You know, I've been doing this such a long time. I already know. I could size somebody else. Him is different than me on the shot.
Yes.
Look at his physique. He's different than him. You're different than me. I already know the angle if it's gonna work or it's not gonna work.
You good? You guys have movie wars today? It's been a few.
He's putting it in his armpit.
Yeah, we'll,
Do you have people?
I guess we'll find out.
Has Teddy ever played
That's
that?
a no.
I don't think so.
Oh, she's a good victim to bring about.
See what's going on with that. All right, you ready to wrap this up? Do
Yeah,
some
so we can do
things.
that test.
All right, have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. And yes, for our good friend up in Buffalo, he said there's a 70-degree difference from where we are to where he is. So, Mike, we're thinking of you. Bundle up, stay warm.
I ain't thinking of him. I freeze if I think of him.
He's like 7 degrees.
Isn't your parents in Dallas?
Houston.
Houston? Did you see it was 7 degrees there today?
I saw
7?
Dallas and Fort Worth have more snow and ice than the Northeast combined.
See, they don't tell me anything. The other day, I was talking to my mom, and she's like, "Yeah, it's really gross outside." That's all she said.
It's about to drop until Sunday. Then it's going to go back to the 30s. But this Arctic blast is coming.
Snow and ice.
And it's the whole country. And then I look at Florida.
90 degrees.
That's why you're
Scared.
looking tan.
I'm going to the beach. I tell my sister. Huh?
I'm getting out. It's too hot.
Yeah, but you know what's going to happen is in the summer, when everybody else is cool, we're going to blister.
105.
Yeah.
Yep,
More.
exactly.
This is
Driving
the
in
hot
Palm
summer.
Springs, it's like 120.
This is crazy.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Movie Wars today at 11.
In California.
Yeah,
Have a good morning.
don't be late. Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.